Hi there. I hope all is going well. Today I want to talk about backlash or re-victimization, because last time I talked about sharing your story, which takes a lot of courage, but it's really important for your healing journey. Unfortunately, some people aren't very supportive. Because of the way our culture is, there seems to be a lot more support for perpetrators, quite often when it's a family member, because people don't want to believe that that family member could do something like that. So you tend to cop a lot of crap. But don't give up. You just got to keep fighting, because we all have to keep fighting. We all have to keep telling that story, and someone will believe you. I believe you. In my experience, I shared back in my early teens to my mother, and she just said, thanks for telling me. It was my father who abused me. And she said, I'll talk to him about it. And that was the last I heard of it. So I just dealt with it, buried it. I was raised a Christian. So it was kind of, there was a strong inclination to just forgive and move on. And then about age 28, I kind of realised what had happened, that it was abuse. So I started to speak out again. I ended up joining a support group and getting some help, etc. And thought I'd work through it all. And then by the time I was in my early 40s, I self-published a book to help others. And that's when the shit hit the fan. Because I'd been keeping a secret all that time about who was my abuser. And when I confronted my parents again, the basic thing was that they decided, that my father had a bad upbringing and it was, so you can't blame him, blah, blah, blah. So it was all, and the whole family kind of turned, and so just forgive and get over it. What's wrong with you? It's happened years ago. Poor old dad, he didn't mean it. And to a lot of people, maybe that makes sense, but I was devastated because I was never, ever validated for what happened and never got any justice. So, but it didn't stop me. I kept fighting. I'll tell you more about it in another time, but I know the pain of not being validated. I know the pain of being re-victimised, but it can't stop you. You must keep standing up and fighting. You are not alone. Reach out for other survivors so that you know you're not alone. Reach out for counsellors. But don't let the invalidation stop you. You must keep up the fight. You are worth it. You are 100% innocent. The perpetrator is 100% to blame. So you don't need to feel guilty about telling your story, because they should have behaved better in the first place, and then they wouldn't be the bad person in the story. So I guess I'm saying, keep fighting. Don't give up. If you need, if you want to ask for any advice or suggestions, please comment. I will keep putting up more vlogs, and more information about it all. But I just want to encourage you to keep fighting, and I've said it a million times. And you will find sometimes when you share the story that your own head will be your enemy, because the voice of abuse that's been internalized from everything that happened when you were younger will start fighting back. Oh no, it wasn't that bad. Oh, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Oh, you shouldn't even talk about it. Just forget about it. It's ridiculous. The lies. You have every right to be validated for what happened to you. You have every right to be supported and loved, and what happened to you was not okay. So I wish you all the best, and don't give up. Love and light, Willow.